Imagine this for a moment. You earn a decent salary. You're responsible. You don't gamble your money away. You don't make reckless decisions. And yet, at the end of every month, your bank account feels tight. No real savings, no real progress, just a quiet feeling that you should be further ahead by now. So you assume the problem is spending. But what if the real problem isn't how much you spend? What if it's why you spend? Let's take a realistic example. Meet Daniel. He's 32, lives in a mid-sized city in the US or Western Europe, and earns about $70,000 a year. After taxes and deductions, he brings home roughly $4,200 per month. On paper, that's solid middle-class income. Here's where the money goes. Rent, $1,600. Car payment, $450. Insurance and fuel, $250. Student loan, $300. Phone, internet subscriptions, $200. Groceries and essentials, $500. So far, that's about $3,300. That should leave nearly $900. But it never does, because there's eating out. Weekend trips. Upgrading the phone every 2 years. Better clothes for work. Coffee, delivery, social events. By the end of the month, the remaining money quietly disappears. Daniel isn't irresponsible. He's just living, normally. And that's exactly the problem. Here's the hidden financial mistake most professionals make. They don't build their lifestyle based on what they need. They build it based on what people around them consider normal. A newer car feels reasonable because coworkers drive one. A nicer apartment feels necessary because friends upgraded. Frequent dining out feels harmless because everyone does it. Individually, none of these choices look extreme, but together they create something powerful. A lifestyle designed for status, not stability. Let's look at one example, the car. Daniel chose a $30,000 car instead of a reliable $15,000 one. The difference? About $300 extra per month. That doesn't sound dramatic, but over 5 years, that's $300 times 60 months equals $18,000. If that same $300 were invested monthly at a modest 7% return, after 10 years, it becomes about $52,000. After 20 years, nearly $150,000. One decision, made for comfort and a little status, quietly costs 6 figures over time. And this pattern repeats everywhere. The slightly nicer apartment, the upgraded vacations, the premium versions of everything. Each upgrade feels small, but wealth isn't lost in big mistakes. It disappears through normal upgrades that feel justified. So why do intelligent people fall into this pattern? Because the pressure isn't financial, it's psychological. Humans don't measure success by numbers. We measure it by comparison. If your peers upgrade, standing still feels like falling behind. If your lifestyle doesn't reflect your income, it feels like you're not progressing. If you earn more but live the same, it feels wrong. This is called lifestyle signaling. Not showing off, just quietly proving, to others and yourself, that you're doing well. The modern middle-class environment amplifies this. Social media, work culture, urban living, easy credit. You're constantly surrounded by a version of normal that is slightly more expensive than your financial reality. And because everyone is financing that normal life, debt and payments become invisible. Here's the long-term impact. If your income grows but your lifestyle grows at the same pace, your financial position never improves. You earn more, you spend more. Your fixed obligations increase. Car loans, higher rent, longer subscriptions, more expensive habits. Over time, your life becomes financially rigid. You can't take risks. You can't change careers easily. You can't step back from work. From the outside, it looks like success. From the inside, it's quiet dependence on your next paycheck. This is why many professionals earning $80,000, $100,000, even $150,000 still feel financially stuck. Not because they spend wildly, because their lifestyle expanded to match their status. Now here's the shift most financially intelligent people make. They stop asking, what can I afford? And start asking, what level of life keeps my future flexible? They understand something uncomfortable. Status purchases feel good for a few weeks. Financial flexibility feels good for decades. So their lifestyle grows slower than their income. When they get a raise, they don't immediately upgrade everything. They keep the reliable car longer. They resist the bigger apartment unless it truly adds value. They treat lifestyle upgrades as permanent financial decisions, not rewards. From the outside, they don't look dramatically different. But over time, their fixed costs stay low, which means their savings grow quietly, their stress stays lower, and most importantly, they have options. The truth is, most people don't have a spending problem. They have a status problem. They're spending to match the life they believe their income is supposed to represent. But real financial progress doesn't come from looking successful. It comes from creating space between what you earn
and what your life requires. That space is where freedom grows. Not instantly, not dramatically, but quietly, year after year. If this perspective helped you think about money a little differently, you can subscribe for more calm, realistic insights like this.